Hey guys, so today we are headed over to the secret garden to assess more storm damage. My last video we looked at a little bit of storm damage because we've been having quite a bit of rain. It was starting to rain during that video. I planted a few things and I never got to check out the rest of the garden. The secret garden has a bit of storm damage that we are going to try to fix, hopefully. But before we make it over there, everything in this garden space is looking great. So I thought we'd do a little tour. We have had temps a few days in the 100s and everything is doing good. Despite that the garden is not on drip irrigation, I am happy with how things are looking. So we are going to tour this space on our way over to the secret garden. We do have this crinkled white peony that is out of bloom. When she was in bloom, she was stunning. I have some gorgeous yarrow over here as well. I got this from my mom and dad's garden, so I'm not sure of the name, but that is doing great. We have this gorgeous pieweed. It has put on quite a bit of height and it is starting to produce buds. Excited to see this bloom. The butterflies love this and it's doing very well in this area. We have some opening act phlox from Proven Winners. This is the second flush of blooms. The first flush, it was really full. After this second flush, I'm probably going to go ahead and cut this back. We have variegated sedum, another peony that is no longer in bloom. I still have quite a few peonies that I want to add out into the garden. Probably won't do that today. We are going to plant a few things though. We have limelight hydrangeas. One year I got 2 of these off of the clearance rack. They were planted. One did not do so well, so that one was dug up and I purchased another one off the clearance rack. So like a year later, that one has caught up to the original one and they're doing great. They have yet to produce buds though. I am excited to see them fill out this whole entire space. Can't wait for the flowers. We also planted some bulbs, I think, in the late fall. They are starting to pop up. They are gorgeous as well. I do not recall the name though, but I do have quite a few of them blooming in this area. We have gorgeous balloon flower as well. We have white and purple. Starts off as like in this little balloon shape and then it pops open to a gorgeous flower. And this one right here happens to be like a double flower, which also is stunning. We have some fern leaf bleeding hearts that still have buds on them. A daylily. This one is always afternoon. It is a reblooming daylily. She has been doing great in this space. We have quite a bit of coneflower. A lot of this coneflower has self-seeded and I am happy with the way it turned out. I'm loving it. I hope it self-seeds next year and gets even more full in this area. Honestly, I might dig some up and transplant to another space in the garden though, but I'm loving the look at this. We have some hibiscus over here. I have 3. So I have a small hedge of 3. This is evening rose. It does not look the best because it is being ate. Hopefully we still get to see it flower this year. So I was unable to treat it because of all the rain that we have been having. So it did get ate pretty bad by some worms. I'm hoping that next year though I can keep up on it. I would treat it now, but we are going to be getting rain this afternoon and evening. And I think we're going to be getting rain Sunday too, so it's no point to put anything on it. Hopefully though we still get to see some blooms. They aren't as full though as they have been in past coming years. And I have gotten these off the clearance rack as well. I got a total of 6 when I bought these, and they all were 10 bucks, and they were in excellent condition. They had buds on them and everything. So surprised they were on the clearance rack, but I did scoop up 6. So I got 3 of the Evening Rose, and then I got 3 of what's the other kind? I don't even know what the other one was, but it was a red one that I got. Additional 3 of that one. Loving the look of this coneflower though. I'm not exactly sure of the name of this coneflower though, but loving it. On the other side of the pathway, we have Royal Raspberry Agastache. I have some daylilies though I do need to clean up, and Millennium Garlic is starting to bud up. And we have these gorgeous daylilies. This is Rainbow Rhythm Storm Shelter, I believe. Another gorgeous one in the garden. She is doing amazing over here. I have some roses I need to deadhead, and our glamberry in the back is starting to produce flowers. We have another Agastache, and this one is meant to be Queen Nectarine. Guess I didn't pay attention when, didn't pay much attention when I planted these. I probably should have planted them in the back because they are really tall. Bees are loving the coneflower, but it has its own support. It's not like falling over. It can stand up, so I'm happy about that. So I don't mind if it goes over the pathway a bit because it is standing up. So we also have some St. John's wort in the back producing berries, which is great for flower arrangements. I have 3 of those. There's one back there that's doing great as well. We have another daylily. This one is Strawberry Candy, and it is also a rebloomer as well. Across the pathway, we have this gorgeous daylily. Not sure of the name, but she is a gorgeous one as well. We also have a small hedge of mini mauvet hydrangeas. So one year I got 2 of these and the deer decimated them completely. The next year I added 2 more. I've been spraying the liquid fence and the deer have yet to touch them. I do have a little bit of damage though from something, I think it might be a rabbit, but that is only on things that I have forgotten to spray. Everything is doing great that I am spraying though. So that's mini mauvet. We have the catmint that we planted that is still doing well. Burgundy Glow Ajuga. Dark Tower Penstemon, it is out of bloom, but it was gorgeous when she was in bloom. I do have quite a bit that I need to clean up in this area, some large branches. This hosta is in bloom. Nice lavender color. We planted a few weeks ago this oak leaf hydrangea. This is snowsicle. Still doing great, even though we've had temps in the 100s. The burgundy glow that I planted on this side is spreading great, but the ones that I planted towards this area are not doing the best. I'm planning on adding quite a bit more though over here. I missed this gorgeous Rose of Sharon. It does look like it does have a little bit of heat damage though. Earlier on it was struggling. Now it's starting to bounce back and produce flowers. She looks great. So on to the secret garden. Wicked Witch Coleus is doing good. We have our Japanese painted ferns, lungwort doing amazing. We also have another oak leaf hydrangea. This one over here is Jetstream. I planted this last year and it has put on quite a bit of growth. Burgundy Glowajuga is doing great. We are over here because of the wishing well, which, by the way, the plants are doing great. There's no damage there, but we did have a rather large branch break out of a tree and knock the roof off partially. So I kind of want to get that fixed. Everything else other than the branches seem to be doing well over here. Brunnerella looks amazing. The hostas are doing good as well. So I kind of just want to try and see if I can remove that branch and reposition the roof. Then we're going to go to a different area of the garden and go ahead and plant a few things. But let's go ahead and get started with removing this branch and hopefully situating the wishing well roof back to how it was. So the plan is just to see if I can remove that large branch. Not exactly sure if I can. I don't really want to get into the woods or anything like that to do it. Well, so the roof is back on the wishing well. Is it on properly? No. I'm gonna have to get hubby to come out here and help me put it back how it was. I'm not exactly sure how it was up there, but we did manage to pull the branch off of the wishing well. It was bigger than I thought. So I'm gonna have to get some cutters out here to try to cut back some of these smaller branches so I can toss it further into the woods. But I'm just happy the branch is off the wishing well and it didn't damage any of the plants. The Dichondra Silver Falls, it has put on a bit more growth. I'm excited for that. I would love to plant more in this area. But as for today in the secret garden, I'm going to be done. It's going to be raining soon and I have some plants that I got off of the clearance rack that I would love to get in the ground today. So that is where we're going to be headed. I'm going to clean up all of the branches and hopefully get that branch back further away from this area later on. But we are headed to a different area of the garden. But I have remembered the name of this daylily right here. This is also another Proven Winners daylily. This one is Sound of My Heart. And since we are over in this area, I might as well give you a bit more of a tour. Didn't get to plant up my urns just yet. Not exactly sure if I'm going to be planting those up. I do have this Japanese maple I need to get in the ground. That is sitting in this pot growing weeds. That is my other mini Malvet hydrangea that was also decimated last year by the deer. That is doing fine. Few tires in the back I'm still working on removing. More of the always afternoon daylilies. Everything seems to be doing fine. Our oak leaf hydrangea Gatsby Moon. This one has put on quite a bit of growth this year. The one in the entryway garden is a lot bigger though, and that is covered in blooms. We have some corbels right there. Those are mulberry. Those are looking great. We have a variegated rose of Sharon right there. I don't see any buds on that though. We have more gorgeous coneflower. These ones are double. I would love if these ones would self-seed. Baptisia that is out of flower. We have some little quick fire hydrangeas that are already starting to bloom. They look great. We also have this gorgeous daylily as well. I love this one. I have that planted in several areas of the garden. The lamb's ear in this area is starting to look amazing. I have been spraying it with liquid fence. I'm not exactly sure what was tearing it apart, but since I've been doing that, it has come back and it is fuller. Love the look of it. We have right here another coneflower. I believe this one is no, this one is fuchsia is bright, I believe. This is a Proven Winners echinacea, so that looks great. Lobelia over here, and we have this gorgeous Pugster amethyst butterfly bush, one of my favorites. She's doing great. We had more daylilies over here, but they are out of bloom. And we have some hydrangeas at the entry point of this pathway, which are loaded in buds. I'm excited to see those bloom. Not exactly sure of the name of them because they were labeled as phantom hydrangeas, but I do know that they are not phantom hydrangeas, but they still look gorgeous. Both of them are loaded with buds. So we are going to be headed down towards here. Our little walkway looks amazing still. Hostas are doing great. We have Quick Fire Fab, which is blooming. Looks amazing. This flower bed behind me needs a lot of work. Honestly, I really don't like it much, but I will show you this gorgeous daylily right here. This one is Tinkerbell. She is gorgeous, and this is also a reblooming daylily. Candelabra hydrangeas starting to put on buds. I have two in this bed. I'm probably going to redo this whole entire flower bed probably in maybe late fall, I think. I'm not really loving it, so I'm going to change it. As you know, like I said, I still have to get quite a bit of mulch to fix all the areas of it washing out, but other than that, the vegetable garden is looking great. The pumpkin that's self-seeded is doing fabulous. Pretty sure it's pumpkin, but not 100% sure, but pretty sure. Green beans starting to climb the trellis. They are doing great, as well as the cucumbers. They look fabulous. I'm excited. Hopefully we get some cucumbers this year. The Annabelle hydrangea hedge over there still flopping. Need to get some stakes to get that picked up. We have sweet summer hydrangeas, pink chiffon rose of Sharon. We have also another gorgeous daylily in the back, as well as some coneflower back there. This one also is a sweet summer hydrangea. Got some buds on it. As for the watermelon has died. I made a mistake of planting in this container that does not have drainage holes. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more watermelon. I have some seeds in the house. Maybe I'll just toss them in a new container. Make sure this one gets some holes in it. As well as the peppers, they are doing great. They all have peppers on them, but they are a little on the short side. Not exactly sure why. We have eggplant over here. I do have an eggplant on here, right here. green beans that have self-seeded are starting to climb this tomato cage. Everything is doing pretty well. We have some squash and zucchini over here. That looks great as well. Tomatoes. We have some jalapeno peppers on this plant. Top level of the vegetable garden does need to be weeded in the bed, but the tomatoes have put on quite a bit of growth. We also have one tomato. So vegetable garden is doing pretty well, as well as the staircase into the vegetable garden. But we are making our way over to the area that we're going to be working in today. The daylilies on the staircase, their show is over. They are starting to die back. And my ruby slippers, oak leaf hydrangea, she is starting to put on her pink color. She is doing great. I've been spraying her with liquid fence. The deer have not touched her one bit this year. Excited for that. But today we are going to be planting quite a few things over in this area where we can try to stay out of the sun, try to beat the heat a bit. It's going to be, I think, in the 90s today, upper 90s, and we are expecting more rain. But I have these gorgeous plants. I was able to get my hands on some purple coral bells, not the wildberry ones that I was thinking about getting, but these ones are also pretty purple. They are gorgeous. I got these from Home Depot. They don't have a name on it, but they were $10 a piece. And I got these gorgeous Impatiens Rocopoco Rose from Proven Winners, and I got this whole flat. All of them were $3 a piece from Walmart. Excited about that. We are going to be tucking all of those in these flower beds right here. So I'm going to go ahead and plant the wildberry coral bells in between the Brunnera. And we are going to put the Rocopoco Rose Double Impatiens through this area right here. Everything in this spot looks great. Might as well show you the other hosta bed, which looks amazing as well. No issues with deer or rabbit damage. That one's Wrinkle in Time. I think that's Royal Standard. I know this one is Queen Josephine. Paul's Glory. Not exactly sure which one this one is, but this one is one of my favorites. That's another gorgeous one. Everything is doing great, so let's go ahead and get these plants in the ground. First thing I'm going to tuck in are these gorgeous coral bells that I do not know the name of, but they are purple, and I want some purple ones here. So I think I'm going to be planting one here, one right here, and another one right here. I think that looks good. First one, I'm going to go ahead and tuck right here. second one is going to go right in this spot. And I think I might pick up 2 more. Not exactly sure. I think I can fit a couple more in this space. This is rope. So let me see if I can pull this out of the ground. Yep, piece of rope. Always find something when trying to plant. Never fails. But we're going to tuck that one right in there. We have one more to tuck in this area. Third one, I'm going to go ahead and plant right in this spot right here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and tuck in another brunnera as well. Before you get to the steps to come down into this area, I have the spot where I want to tuck one. I planted something over here before that didn't make it. That's what that is coming up. Doorbells are in. I think in the back space right there, I can fit probably 1 or 2, maybe even 3. Maybe I might get 3 more to tuck in back there. This bed has quite a bit of glass in it as well. I've been digging through quite a bit of glass, so we have glass and that rope. But now that those are tucked in, that brunnera looks gorgeous, by the way. I have another brunnera that we are going to be tucking over in this space right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put one right there. I think that will look good. Let's go ahead and get that one in the ground. This one is also a jack of diamonds, just like the other 2 I planted. I'm going to break up the roots a bit. And I'm going to tuck it in right here. Might as well do a bit of weeding while I'm over here. Gonna toss this. Doorbells are in, our brunnera is in, Now we are going to be planting this flat of Rocopoco rose right in this area right here. First, I'm going to trim up a few of these hellebores, and then I'm going to rake out this area a bit, and then we're going to go ahead and tuck them in this space. I went ahead and I placed the Rocopoco rose double impatiens where I think I want them. I raked out the bed a bit and I trimmed up a couple of the hellebores. So let's go ahead and get these in the ground. I have one more to tuck in. I'm going to tuck it in right here. There's a bit more glass. I'm not going to order anything in, even though I probably should, but we are expecting more storms tonight and into tomorrow, which I do welcome the rain. It cools it off a bit. Right now it is 91. Real feel is 102. I'm literally sweating bullets out here, but I wanted to get this stuff planted, and that one is the last one. We have gotten our Rocopoco Rose Double Impatiens in. I got them for $3 a piece. Originally, I believe they were $5.97. Got those all tucked in. They prefer shade to shade, so they will do just fine over here. Even better if I fertilize them, which I plan on doing. They will fill out this area quite nicely, add a bit more color. We also added 3 corbels, not exactly sure of the name, it was just labeled corbels. Planning on maybe getting 3 more to tuck in the far back. We also added 1 more Brunnera, Jack of Diamonds right there. That should fill in nicely as well. So we are going to be done for today. Like I said earlier, it is extremely hot out here. I just wanted to get all of these planted. The ground is still moist from the storms. Hopefully we get a good drencher tomorrow to give the garden quite a bit more water. But I thank you guys for joining me on this project, and I hope again to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.